How you doing? Hey, ACB, what's happening? I must have done that by mistake. It's good, I can start over. Block these people as soon as you see them. Beautiful night. I think it's 73 degrees out. I should have sent Stephanie a link, but I think she might be babysitting. Sorry about turning that off accidentally. I'm not going to be on here that long tonight anyway. Read my books, play my music, kicking it. That's not what I'm doing. It's a little chilly out here. It's not. It's private information. It's none of your business. I can't divulge it to you. I'm not telling you. It's confidential. This is fun. Just keep coming on. No, I can't. Get out of here too. This is a lot of fun. Come on, keep making those screen names up. I'll get rid of you. Good practice. You guys aren't commenting now. Hey, Mark, how you doing? You're not playing anywhere tonight? No gigs anywhere? I'll send your Led Zeppelin things off Tuesday. Oh, good for you. Oh, is that Trainwreck or the Mirror Moves thing? Does Mirror Moves have any dates planned? Oh, fire it up. Go ahead, fire it up. I'm just fucking around on here anyway. Go ahead and party it up. I'm not going to be on very long anyhow. I got to write love letters to my internet girlfriends tonight. I just got some new CDs too I want to listen to. Oh, tired. Beautiful day here today, though. We've been running into some snakes. Hey, Becca, how you doing? How you been? You been partying? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Oh, are you really, huh? Yeah, it's hard work you do. I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. You working extra hours? Yeah, take some ibuprofen before you start. Yeah, why is that? You're too good of a worker. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, where you been? How come you don't come on anymore? Oh, okay. Good for you, Becca. Oh, you don't need him on here, believe me. How things been going? Oh, yeah, no, you're probably right about that. Yeah, I was just down there a little while ago. I don't know if you've ever eaten over at that Ephesus restaurant in Washington. It's really good. Good. They have the best damn food. That's the best restaurant, I think, overall I've eaten at in a long time. Yeah, Alton, Illinois. Yeah, I was just talking to somebody from down around there the other day. I bought a lot of good antiques out of Alton, Illinois. I bought some good stained glass out of there, too. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's right next to the Chick-fil-A, Domino's Pizza, behind the Domino's Pizza. Yeah, I love Alton, Illinois. It's got a rich history. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Yeah, I bought a lot of good stuff there. I bought a lot of good antiques from a guy that was there for a long time. Used to get these excellent photographs. Yeah, I like Alton. I really do. Do you know that attorney that got charged with murdering his wife? He wasn't an attorney at the time. I think he was a school teacher or something down there. You know, it was on one of those crime shows. You know who I'm talking about? No, it was right there in Alton, Illinois. If you uh, Google it, Alton, Illinois murder, and he's now an attorney. Yeah, no, you're right about that, Beck. It's true. That's a hard ass job you got. I wouldn't want to do it. I just read books, and lay on this couch and listen to music. Sleep in. Yeah, hating to work. Now I'm trying to think of this name. It was on. It was on one of those really good Chimes crime shows. He ended up going to law school later. How much? How much was it? How much, Becca? I bet it was like $50 or some stupid, ridiculous bullshit. Yeah, some embarrassingly low dollar amount. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, I wish I could remember the name. He was an attorney in Champaign for a while. They convicted him the first time. It was a guy that was the dog catcher that got him put away, that just got transferred to the police department. Yeah, I can right here. I got stacks of them all over the place. Stacks of them down at the end of the couch. I got them everywhere. I can show you a few of them if you want. Yeah, hold on. You ready? This is just some of them. Mozart. Oops. Schubert's Winter Journey, another famous pianist. The Fifth Discipline. Playing less hurt. This is injuries incurred while playing musical instruments. I bought a new piano. It's getting delivered next week. Music theory. "30 days of self-discipline." Music for the piano. The Forgotten Genius, the biography of Robert Hooke. "101 Things I Learned in Law School." "One Nation Under Gold," about gold. The Byzantine Text Type New Testament Textual Criticism. U.S. Forest Service grazing and rangelands. How they manage those big areas where you can, like, the government manages them, cattle farmers. The Journey of Self-Discovery. All the Apostles of the Bible. Humans. This is just in the last few days. Paul Hindemith in the United States. Very famous guy that did new variations of Bach's piano work. The Hummingbird Book. The Trouble with Testosterone by Sapolsky. He's a Stanford professor in neuroanatomy and neurology. Joan Didion, Notes to John. Seismic Design of Building to Structures, a Professional's Introduction to Earthquake Forces and Design Details. The Working Poor. Why Buildings Stand Up, Architectural Strength. It's basically about different variations on dampers and skyscrapers. Schubert, piano genius. And this is just the last few days. Purple Martin book about purple martins. So that's it from probably the last 5 days. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's not right, Becca. It's not right. Yeah, piano. I get it. I don't know when I'm getting it. My first lesson's Thursday. I bought a Roland. I think it's a 705 XL or some shit. It's about 3,800, 500 off sale. I bought a piano book too, and I just signed up with a guy. They got this deal where it automatically gets deducted from your account every month, $130. That's one lesson a week. I know, that was crazy. That's a Steinway. Yeah, mine's a Roland electric piano, brand new one. You get a 2-year warranty. As it turns out, I was going to get a used one, And I looked around, but there's a lot of, you know, these digital pianos are, there's about a 20-year lifespan on them. When you go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, you'll see them like need to get rid of 200, that kind of thing. And then you find out that if they break, you're screwed. And like you can't store them on their side. They need to be vertical. There's just a lot of bullshit with it. So because I was just starting out, this place has been around since 1955, no negative reviews. They're a bunch of Bible toters, but I can get away with that. And I just didn't want to take a chance of looking cheap and buying some piece of junk that I was going to have trouble with or it didn't sound right. I wouldn't know the difference between a good one or a bad one. These have a 2-year full guarantee. You can trade up within 2 years for a better piano. You know, yeah, I could have got one cheaper, but I could have also got it myself and not got it delivered, which is another can of worms. I think that voids your warranty because it's $300 to get delivered. So I'm going to give it, I'm really doing it to understand more about the structure of music. I know I'll never be worth a shit. I don't think I have any natural ability to playing instruments. I want to like appreciate concert pianists more. No, I know. And you look at these guys, and these people are all super dedicated. It's a good class of people to hang around with. And they do it for the love of it. I mean, you really never adequately get compensated. I mean, there are piano PhDs all over the place can't get jobs because they love playing the piano so much. But you look up Glenn Gould when you get a chance. Glenn Gould or Albert Brendel, Brendle. I mean, these guys are just like, you just can't even believe. And it's a culmination of things. It's a major difference to me between human beings and animals is that you could write music, learn an instrument, make an instrument. It's really interesting to me. There is, yeah, I did. Yeah, I got a bunch of Glenn Gould stuff. I think I've got his complete works, I'm pretty sure. All his, that's another thing. Classical music is dead in the United States. It's not in Japan and Germany. It's really kind of dead worldwide. I mean, I've got like just these great complete box sets of these guys that I get for $35, barely used. Like there's 100 hours of CDs of the top-notch world-class piano playing. Yeah, I'm a big Glenn Gould nut. I'm like, and what I've learned too in a short time I've been messing around with this stuff is it's the interpretation people have of the music, their personalities. It matters. And I'm just like a newbie, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about pianos. I learned that 9 out of 10 pianos that you'll find places are junk. And there's nothing that falls apart quicker than an unplayed piano. It's about $300 to $800 a year to maintain a piano. And they need 85% of it involves wood. They need to be in climate-controlled environments. And to get a piano redone, it's about 25 grand. I'm talking about everything. The wires, the keys, the whole bit. And so therefore most pianos aren't worth that much, which is why you see them all over for nothing, not worth a shit. I'll tell you what's become popular is auto playing pianos. Even Steinway's got a good one now. You can get a Steinway grand piano with autoplay. A guy told me it's kept them in business. It's interesting business. But to see people play a piano on like a top-notch level. Hey Murph, how you doing? I got a Roland. Let me look on here. I got a Roland. I think it's a 705, 735 or something. It was on sale. It was actually, I got the 2025 model, and I got it because it was on sale. And the 2026 model is no different, and you don't get the bench included. I mean, I didn't get any deal. I did get 500 off, but I didn't want to come across as cheap in trying to learn the piano from a place that's been around since 1955 with never a negative rating. You know what I mean? I just want to go in there. I'm not bringing my eBay half-price piano book there. I got it at Turner's Keyboards in Augusta. Yeah, I'm going to put it right in the middle of my living room. No furniture. I got an empty bedroom in the back. I'm going to put it right in the middle of my living room. Yep. No wife, no kids, no problems. I don't have furniture. I'm not going to get furniture either. I just fuck around out here on this couch and take showers, sleep in my bed, and have no visitors. Oh, don't you worry about that. Yeah. Dragon's milk. I got 2 4-packs today. Feeling good. I do know this, though. I can't drink more than 2 of these damn things. I just don't feel that great in the morning. Any advice on growing a channel? Yeah. Video everything and anything. Anything. You'll never know. And YouTube is like really pushing shorts. Yeah, they've realized that they can make as much money and not pay anybody anything from as short as they can a video that people watch from beginning to end. No dirty words. I would keep it all to weather if that's what you want to do. You want to keep it apple pie. That's what they're looking for now. You don't want to be, alienating yourself and getting struck and that kind of stuff. Come up with a simple name, too, one that you don't have to tell people how to spell 100 times like I do. 9 out of 10 people, I tell them it's chosen one, and they still spell it O-N-E. Keep it a simple, short name. And film every bit of weather you can see. Rain, clouds, sunrises, moonrises. Oh, wow, no kidding. Yeah, that was when I first started doing videos on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, that's God. What's that, like 15? That has to be about 13 years ago, probably. I mean, I signed up for YouTube, I think, in 2007, but I didn't really get going till about maybe 2012. Yeah, I remember that. I can tell you where that was. Ivy, she died, by the way. Be 2 years ago this June. Yeah, that's crazy, man. There was another guy out around there, Edwardsville. He had a kids channel. His kids, and they were killing it for a while, and I think they demonetized him. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, well, my condolences. Yeah, honestly, I hadn't talked to my sister in the last 8 years I lived up in West Branch. I don't miss her a bit. Capture natives unique per second. Yeah, be careful with those drones. You got to register those, and there's a lot of bullshit connected with them. So, I'd get that FAA drone license. It's easy to get. Anybody I know that took that test did so without even studying. Yeah, I think tornadoes is good. Yeah, good luck getting a drone in a tornado, man. You probably never get it back. I almost got it by tornadoes twice. Once in southern Illinois, Carbondale, and another one, believe it or not, out in South Dakota, going in around Deadwood. Yeah, I miss them too. Yeah, it was the beginning and the end. You got that right. That was a finite time that I got to enjoy. That I really had a good time doing. Yeah, I really did. But like anything, nothing lasts forever. And besides, I was naive doing that. I did it because I really, no. Actually, on the digital pianos, a lot of the value, you got to go At least $2,000. And what comes with that is a good speaker system. Yeah, you know, it's the difference between playing speakers out of a transistor radio and a speaker that's 2 feet by 3 feet. You have to have sound enunciated properly. Yeah, we do get them around here. No, not lately, but we get them close. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we dodge. They're not tearing places up like they do, like they just recently did in Kentucky. But yeah, they're around here, but not. You know, they're south of here and they're north of here, but for some reason we just don't get them where they just trash the whole area. Yeah, I got lucky. I would have got hurt if I'd have stuck around there, I think. Yeah, I really do. It was coming there. You know, I was already getting threatened. Those guys ran into me that night. Who the hell knows what they'd have done if I couldn't have got away. And, you know, there's enough fucking dopers down there and jealous, weird people that may actually believe that I was killing prostitutes. Oh, yeah, you're in a bad area down there. Fuck yeah. Better believe it. You know, we had that big bad storm back in the fall. It really fucked things up. There's places that still haven't recovered. You know, tornadoes are the ones you want to watch out for. I mean, I've been through a couple hurricanes. Hurricanes, really, honestly, other than flooding, if you live along the water, hurricanes are not that bad. It's a pain in the ass. Everybody's out of everything. You can't get gas. Your power goes out. Fucking traffic jams. But tornadoes, that's the one that'll take your ass out. A hurricane's no big deal unless you just do something stupid or drown or get electrocuted. I mean, it's a super pain in the ass and it fucks up lots of stuff. I know that. But it's the tornado that I'd be afraid of. I think St. Louis is a cool town, actually. I think you're lucky to be living around there. How's that riverboat, that gambling boat doing down there in Alton? Is that still around? And the Mississippi River's, you know, a legit world-class river. It's a fascinating body of water. And, you know, really not that far from St. Louis, you know, it's just a creek. It starts out as a creek up in Minnesota. Oh, cool. Yeah, those kind of, I'm not saying gambling's a good investment, but those kind of boats are where you really lose your ass. Even Tunica went to hell too. I had more damn fun in Tunica, like around 2000. Used to go down there and stay a month at a time. Oh, good. Is the steak any good? The closest casino here is in Cherokee, about 180 miles up near Dollywood. Pigeon Forge. Oh, how you doing, Mr. Personality? The Rock? No, where? Hey, Janice, how you doing? Oh, good for you. Oh, thank you, Steak Lever. Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's Tom Reed, TomReed, 1956 at gmail.com. Do you go to that full moon, new moon, or whatever the hell it is, coffee shop? I know they have, I go to the one in Augusta all the time, but there's one in Aiken. I would be surprised. I thought it was good before. I like downtown Alton. I liked it before. You know, up high. You know, it's just a cool town. A lot of rich history. Love it. You know, it's cool. It's fascinating being near the Mississippi. You know, in Alton, you're in a pretty good place to not get flooded. But, you know, I used to collect vintage marbles, and we would have a yearly get together in Hannibal. And I was down there one time when they had one of those crazy floods. God damn. And I've been down around in Tunica, Robinsonville, Mississippi, where they got their ass handed to them with floods before. I mean, no shit, water 4 feet up to a, hello, Abby, 4 foot up to the side of a damn slot machine. Grafton, I sure have, yeah. Oh, big time, yeah. Big time. Handmade and machine made. I collected marbles for 20 years. And I know all the contemporary guys. Yeah, no, it's beautiful though. And what's that like town, Cole something? What's that town around there? Cole something? I used to do a lot of surveillance down around there. Granite City. Yeah, Granite City. That's what it is. Yeah, Granite City. Yep. Yeah, I was really into marbles for a long time. I sold my marble collection for $265,000 to one guy. About 220 of it was German handmaids, transitionals, and the other were machine maids. Peltier, Christensen, blah, blah, blah. I know all those guys that wrote the books. I still get guys to call me that want me to come to the shows. Steel Mill Town, yeah. Yep. I don't collect anything. I do buy books, but I don't collect anything anymore. I think collecting's a mental illness. I really do. You're never satisfied. She's good. She's with my buddy all the time, Marty. I think that when you're collecting shit, you're it's the last thing you do before you go to bed. The first thing you do in the morning. It's like, fuck that. I collect knowledge now. I've been doing this for about 8 years. I was a big time collector in a lot of stuff. Oh, Pee-wee marbles. Oh, okay. Ohio's a great state for marbles. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, you look at what books cost. Like I probably spend $100 a month on books, right? 100, no, 100, yeah, maybe more than that. Probably a couple hundred a month on books. But man, when I was into airplanes and boats, fuck. I mean, you blow through that in a half a fucking hour on an airplane. I mean, so, when you look at what guys got into motorcycles and bullshit and fucking lowriders and boats, vacations, I buy used clothes, used furniture. I would have bought a used house if I could have made it work with some property. I eat out. That's my one thing that I spend money on. But all that other shit, not really. I mean, I didn't. I bought the piano only to be like a loyal customer and start out on the right foot because I'm going to take it seriously. The difference between going the cheapest way possible and maybe getting fucked and just spending too much and learning how to play the piano is probably $2,000. So it's worth it to me. I've dropped that in a fucking casino in a half hour. Are any of those antique stores still around Alton, or are they all out of business by now? But isn't there a town down there called Coal City or something, Mike? I got a buddy of mine just paid $800,000 for a baseball card. There's somebody paid $12 million for a baseball card. Can you believe that shit? Coal City. It's somewhere down around there. No, but I get to Augusta all the time, so it's like same thing, really. Now I never go on the Aiken side, hardly, never, hardly, but I could. You know, I fucking ended up in Aiken crossing that bridge just north of downtown Augusta accidentally. I mean, it's no big deal. Last time I was down around there is when I trapped those dogs for that rescue place. And I had to take them to Aiken. But not really. I mean, there's really, as you know, there's not too much in Aiken compared to Augusta. If anything, the Aiken people go to Augusta. You know what I mean? I went to that Books A Million over there, and it was like crappy. But it's cool over there. It's like the old days. Augusta's like that too. I mean, it looks like 1950 in downtown Augusta. That's what I like about it, man. I don't like all this new bullshit. That's why I like where I live now. It's like all poverty, really. I mean, it's nothing to pull up to the one stoplight we have in town and see a 1973 Ford LTD, a Ford Falcon, a fucking Cougar, all waiting for the light to turn green. Oh, open a new Books A Million? Where? The one they had was crap, man. That Books A Million down there in that little bullshit shopping center. Where is it? Oh, it's not Coal City then. I must be thinking of something else. Maybe it is Granite City. Where is that new Books A Million? And I'm sure there's parts of Aiken that I don't, near Academy Sports. I didn't even know they had an Academy of Sports in Aiken. Are you talking about in Aiken or Augusta? Oh, are they really? Yeah, they had some really good antique stores. I mean, there was some guy in one of those antique stores that I just bought some killer shit from. And I bought some really good church stained glass from a guy that did boat cushion repairs. Oh, are they really? Huh. Oh, Pine Log and Hitchcock. All right, I'll check that out. I don't like Books A Million that much. I like Second and Charles. I go to Second and Charles a lot in Augusta. I was just there today. I go there almost every day, believe it or not. Not really. There's a true crime book written about. I'm in a true crime book, the Margaret Eby murder. They really talked a lot of shit about me in that book. If you look up the Margaret Eby murder, EBY murder, you may be able to Google my name and it will come up. I've got a copy of it here. No, not really. Not true crime like you'd think. No. Nope. No, I never really got into that. I mean, I loved like Unsolved Mysteries. I love City Confidential. I like some of the first 48, but no, not like you would think. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Oh, it's so it's. I'll have to. I'll give you a copy of this book. It's a murder I worked on up in Flint. If you like true crime, it's a good one. It was on like 3 different crime shows. The Margaret Eby murder, Flint, Michigan, EBY. Yeah, I'll send it to you when I get it. Yeah, I'll find it. I know I have a copy of it. Yeah, they really talked a lot. It's fucking idiot that wrote it. I never worked for the fucking sister who supposedly told him this shit. And my job was never to solve the murder. My job was to do the background investigation in conjunction with what the police department couldn't afford to do. That's exactly what I did. As a matter of fact, towards the end of it, I mean, it wasn't expensive hiring me. I mean, I worked on that fucker a lot of time. That was like 40 grand 35 years ago. And I felt bad about it. The last couple trips, I didn't even charge him. No, that name rings a bell. That name does ring a bell. Mike, do you still work? Oh, I used to fucking skip school for a week at a time and play pinball. Yeah, the name rings a bell. Yeah, I played pinball. Not anymore, but I have big time when I was young. I can remember playing pinball in that the Who's, Tommy was playing all the time. We were playing it while we were playing pinball. No shit. Oh, good for you, Mike. Congratulations. Now, is that your date of birth, Mike? Oh, really? I would go down there and play it though if they got one. I'd go down there and play it. Do you like playing it? I'd go down there and play it with you. That'd be fun. Come over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that when I come over there and visit you. Yeah, it'd be fun. Go down there and play pinball. I think I was a decent pinball player. I mean, we played all the time. Oh, cool. Now, is that place making any money, Murph? I mean, do you think they make any money doing that? Oh, good for you, Erwin. Yeah, I was kind of like that too. Actually, I wasn't supposed to graduate. My mother rigged it. It's just too embarrassed. It was. She got me graduated because it would have been made her look bad. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I used to play Pac-Man. I mean, I know when I was playing Pac-Man and I was like being the top 10 scorers for like a year in Ann Arbor. I mean, really playing this shit. See, I don't know how they make any fucking money doing that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for sure. How late do they open? Yeah, I want to do that. Come over there and we'll do that. I don't know how you make any fucking money doing that. Oh, cool. Are they even making new pinball machines? That's crazy. You don't happen to remember the name of the manufacturer, do you? Yeah, it'd be fun playing pinball. Are you any good at it, or do you just go in there to fuck around? Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, guys like me, YouTube, I wouldn't say they're trying to get rid of me, but they're not doing me any favors. I don't really care. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Did you, I had a hand-signed book by John Wayne Gacy. Oh, yeah, I'd like to do that. Oh, cool. It's funny, true crime stuff, I'd say probably 10 of those, well, maybe like 4 or 5 got murdered, prostitutes I interviewed, and a bunch of them, like, overdosed under suspicious circumstances, but nobody cares about them. Hey, how you doing? See, now tonight, on a night like tonight where there's no wind, I can hear jets. They're going to Europe or they're going to South America, and they're about here, 90 miles east of Atlanta. They're climbing. So they still got a lot of power in, about 1,000 feet a minute. I think Mark started a pirate radio. A lesbian bartender. Oh, good for her. I would love to know her. Lesbian bartender. That's interesting. I think you'd like the Margaret Eby murder stuff, Mike. There's all sorts of stuff about it, a couple books. Oh, good. Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. You know, there's websites in this murder memorabilia. You can buy like handwritten notes from Charles Manson and all sorts of shit. How about the one that killed Jodi Arias? Did you follow that much, the Jodi Arias? You know, honestly, I wouldn't read it, man. I'm just not into that stuff that much. I'll send you the ones I have. You know, everybody thought that I'd be into this kind of crime stuff because being a PI, and I just never really was, to be honest with you. I have some. I'll mail them to you. Yeah, she's in jail, yeah. What a fucking kook. I've met a couple women like that in my life. Just fucking expert actresses. No, send me your address. It's Tom Reed, REED 1956 at gmail.com. I just saw that. I haven't organized my garage yet. I saw that book, though, the other day. I'll send it to you. Hey, were you into D.B. Cooper at all? They published a brand new book about him about a year ago. Marty's wife's got it over in Hilton Head, but I'd be glad to send you that. It's an excellent book. Now, it's more the technical information about, you know, how bad the FBI investigated that. But I thought it was super interesting. And I loved watching the old City Confidentials. It's funny, you know, if you know what's interesting, if you look at like Unsolved Mysteries, which I watched the hell out of, I loved it. Those go for a ton of money. The full series of Unsolved Mysteries, I think, is about $800. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they thought they had figured out who it was, but that just kind of died out about 6 months ago. Yeah, I was always fascinated with that case too. Yeah, Paul Winfield is a great narrator. Yeah, Paul Winfield, yep. And you know, Peter Thomas, the Forensic Files, he died. Another great narrator. I think it was 92 when he died. And you know, the guy on the First 48, you know, he's a black guy. I mean, I don't think just because you don't talk jive that, you know, you can't be black or vice versa. But I would have never guessed that guy was a black guy. Yeah, the First 48 narrator. No, I love City Confidential. But, you know, it's funny because City Confidential, of all the episodes they had, you can't find a lot of them. And if you go and you look for City Confidential, like the box set or something like that, There isn't one. You can get single episodes, but you're not going to get like the whole series like you would with Unsolved Mysteries, which is kind of weird. You know, I love City Confidential. I like American Greed too, but they keep playing the same damn ones. Some of them are. I like American Greed too, but they keep putting the same damn ones on over and over. Yeah, the first 48's okay. It's not as good as the old Unsolved Mysteries. And you know, once Peter Thomas died and they tried it with that new narrator, it just wasn't the same. It's like American Greed. Once Stacy Keach kicks the bucket. Yeah, I bet you can't. Not on City Confidential. It's weird, man. It's super strange with City Confidential. Crazy. But that was a good series, man. Unsolved Mysteries was great. Robert Stack. Love that too. But these new ones are like bullshit. It's fucking boring. You know, there's an interesting mix with what makes you like get sucked in and like really want to watch this shit. Man, I used to look so forward to Unsolved Mysteries, get excited. You know, they play that intro. Remember Keely Lay, whatever her name was? She married Pierce Bronson. She was super beautiful at the time. Now she weighs about 400 pounds. Keely Shea Smith or Schaefer or something. All right, good talking to you, Mike. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I find that book, I'll mail it to you. I got some other like crime bullshit I'll send you too. Oh, I sure will. Yeah. Yeah, I will. I don't know where she is tonight. She better not be fucking around on me. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Use my scrubber today. Oh, yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, hell, there used to be a pinball place in Ypsilanti. Used to be one in Ann Arbor, too. Oh, Stern. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I used to play a lot of pinball, man. I really do. It was like everything to us. Free games. It'd make this noise when you want a free one. Good. Yes, I did. Dishes. Dishes. Yeah, it probably is. Beautiful day here today. Got a good, those are the best gyros and hummus I ever had. I've had them in three good places. Cindy, you ever go down to Greektown? I mean, now you get murdered down there, but it used to be good. Golden Fleece had great gyros plate, combination plate. You get Slovaki, shish kebab, good fries, these onions, hot sauce. Fuck. That place went downhill too. And then there was a place called Old Parthenon in Ann Arbor. Did you ever eat there on Main Street? Actually, I know those guys. They sold out for their liquor license. They got $680,000 for it. And they had excellent gyros plate. But other than those two, but these are the best ones I've ever had. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Down for the Jump. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't take much sun for me to get, man. I wore when I cut, today I cut the grass. And, you know, I've had problems with skin cancer, right? And, you know, I was getting it when, you know, they didn't have anything for it. So it wasn't from today because I wear a full mask. It looks like a Spider-Man thing because I just can't get any more sun like that. And I'm always getting it burned off. I haven't had any of the serious ones. I've had squamous cell, basal cell. I fortunately haven't had melanoma, which is the big one, and Merkel cell, which is what got Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, I had a good time. I used to go down to Greektown all the time. Now you get murdered down there. It sucks. And Golden Fleece sold out. The place I go is a Turkish restaurant, which, makes Greek food. It's excellent. Yeah, nah, I had a really good one in Athens, but something happened there. All the doctors quit, and, you get an answering machine when you call. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I don't really need a good one. I just need a thorough one. I mean, I've fucked with this stuff for a long time, so I'm pretty, aware of, what yearly exam should. I had a form of leukemia about a year ago, skin cancer. They did a biopsy. It was an oddball kind of leukemia. No shit. I got it taken out. I had to go to an oncologist, get a fucking PET scan, all this bullshit. No, you want to, you don't really, generally, they're all the same. But you want to, how old are you, Murph, if you don't mind me asking? Have you been to a dermatologist? I've known the skin cancer on people 3 times, and 2 of them had to get surgery. I'm the one that told them about it. It's like, that's skin cancer. It's like, no, it's not. It's like, yes, it is. Yeah, have you had an exam lately, Murph? Because even like basal cell, which, the one cancer doesn't turn into another. That's what people don't understand, that their own cancer, like, basal cell doesn't turn into melanoma. Squamous cell doesn't turn into what Jimmy Buffett got. They're all independent kind, but you would be surprised. I've been in waiting rooms at dermatologist's office throughout my life and have kept in touch with people that I met there that were being treated for melanoma that died like within a year, young people. It's like I'd say, well, let me know how you're doing, and, keep in touch. Best of luck to you. And I get an email, their email from a relative, and say, sorry to tell you, but, Shannon died. Yeah, I know. It fucking sucks. I've had Mohs done about 5 times. Oh, on your nose. See, did you have basal cell or squamous cell? Because I'll tell you what can happen is, like, everybody thinks, oh yeah, it's no big. Yeah, well, you can I know a lady that I told, it's like, you've got skin cancer on your nose. She ended up getting a tram flap, which means they go in and carve out all those sinus cavities. I mean, it's a major surgery for your face. Yeah, skin cancer is scary. And you would be surprised where you get it. Oh, basal cell. Yeah, I've had that a zillion times. Mohs procedure is an excellent procedure, by the way. I actually read the book on Mohs. Yeah, it's the way to go. It is. I mean, not so much with me. Like, part of the reason for Mohs, it's a great thing. You go there, they keep going down, they get it all out, that kind of thing. But a lot of it has to do with not cutting out any good tissue any more than they need to. And at this stage of the game, my age, I don't give a fuck. They could cut mine out with a butter knife. Yeah, but you should. I wouldn't, at 57, I don't know if you've got insurance or not, but if you do, I would not wait 4 years. Oh, that's smart. Gloves and long sleeve. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, fuck. I've had fucking tons of it, man. I've got, I don't know if you've used I don't know if you've used any of those topical. It's technically, and I'm trying to scare you, it's technically a topical form of chemotherapy, Aldera. I got a tube now. I should have used it this winter. I didn't. And you put it on there. It's about a month-long period, and it works wonder. If you used any of those topical chemotherapies, For a guy like you that hasn't had a lot, that's been able to get away with, not going all the time, I think Aldera would work great for you. Yes, oh, you did 2 spots in my lip. Okay. Radiation of having my lip removed and replaced. Oh, congratulations. It probably won't, man. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I wouldn't go to Augusta. No, fucking Augusta sucks. That's why I ended up going to Athens. I see there's a couple good ones in Watkinsville. And I like the guy. I like the guy and his wife, actually. I talked to them a couple times outside appointments. But the last 2 times I went, all the doctors quit working there. And even the guy that owns it, who I think is a good guy that I like, but he's just so busy now, he did a shitty job on an annual screening. And I know why, because everybody quit, and he's doing the work of 3 doctors and trying not to go out of business. I don't know about Columbia. Maybe that's possible. But yeah, Augusta sucks for dermatologists. That's what made me go to Athens. When I was in Michigan, it was good. University of Michigan, I used to go there too. They've got the biggest Mohs clinic in the country. Which, who gives a fuck, right? I mean, there's a lot of Mohs clinics around. But if you haven't, see if you can get them to give you a prescription for Aldera. There's another one that's similar. It's a topical chemotherapy, which sounds scary, but it's not systemic. It only treats the cancer, but it works good. Like you'll notice as you age, you'll see more precancerous spot comes up. Like I have it on my left arm quite a bit right now. That's the one that, the sun's hitting most of the time, blah, blah, blah. And actually mine is like hurting lately. And like I said, today when I cut the grass, there wasn't one bit of my skin exposed. And that's because I know I can't take it anymore. I mean, I can't get any more sun on those areas. I wouldn't, I'll try. There's a good one in Watkins. Look up dermatologist. But that's a fucking drive for you. I wish I could recommend you to the one in Athens, but man, it's just not what it was. In good conscience. I mean, I canceled my last appointment and was going to go to the Watkinsville, but I just didn't want to fuck around with all that new paperwork. Hang on a second. I'm going to get hey, Lizzie, a water. No, I'd love another one of these Dragon's Milk, but I'm telling you, man, I can't do it. I'm not shitting you. If I drink 3 of those fucking things, I will feel like shit in the morning. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I tried not to get it. Nah, that's not true, Matt. It's not most likely cancer. We're talking about skin cancer. Skin cancer, the simplest way to explain it. It's like a rug burn. Just kind of a red spot that never heals. No, same here. Yeah, I drank 4 one time, regretted it. Yeah, if I drink 3, I'll feel like shit tomorrow, so I only drink 2, even though I'd like to drink 3. Yeah, I mean, you're drinking, you're having fun. I think it's getting older. No, I believe it. No, that fucking dragon's milk will fuck your ass up. I tell people, don't if you haven't had this, it's got the same alcohol content as wine. And when you go get a glass of wine, what is it, 6 ounces? Yeah, Johnny Walker Red's good. I sip that sometimes. I like that real peaty, smoky stuff. Johnny Walker's the all-time leading worldwide sales of scotch. I think it's the best bang for your buck. They mix it. Yeah, I like black too. No, that's how it is with me too. You just can't. I don't know whether it's the sugar content or what, but I just try not to, because I know I'll regret it. Yeah, I was never really a big drinker, but I know like sometimes like when I was doing lives and stuff, they were just so much more fun when you were like drinking. And then you go to bed and you wake up, it's like, fuck, man, that's not even that much alcohol. Yeah, I never was really too much of a drinker. Yeah, it's not bad, Blue. Is that what they're getting for that now? Yeah, if I'm going to spend a lot of money for scotch, it's not going to be anything Johnny Walker. Those are all blends where I'd rather go with a single cask from Scotland. Islay, as a matter of fact. Isley. You want to get a good smoky scotch, Ardbeg 10's the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know what's going on with that now with these new tariffs. I was getting that all day long for $62 in West Branch. Or when I was down around Detroit, and I was in Birmingham, Alabama, actually Irondale last weekend, and they had a one bottle, but a half inch of dust on the top of it. I said, "What do you want for that Ardbeg 10?" 82. Yeah, it's not worth it. But that's, my date is old. Maybe it is worth it now with these tariffs. But Ardbeg 10 is not worth $5 a shot. No, I'm fucked on live music. Let me tell you, my whole life I've been fucked on live music. I live downtown Chicago, which you would have thought would have been paradise for live music. No, not at all. I mean, believe it or not, the only live music that I'd say I liked for a while when I first moved up to West Branch, I caught like a couple years of it. And down here, fuck, I just, it's just, as I said, I'd spend a month at a time down in Tunica, and the live music was fucking fantastic. And in the 80s, you could go out to Las Vegas and you could just go and walk in and out of all those casinos all night long, not go to bed, and there'd be 5 bands playing the most kick-ass music in one casino. It was so fucking great. I don't know about live music. Oh, cool. That was cool. That 64C, so that would be about right. 64.99. I go down, fuck around downtown Augusta a lot. And I'm always bullshitting with these girls down there. There's a couple chubbies. They're kind of cute girls. They're about 25. And, they know how old I am. And I'm always talking shit to them. And, anyway, they called me up tonight. They had my phone number. Wanted me to come down there and go partying with them down in Augusta. And I know this sounds fucking terrible and shallow and all this fucking shit. And they said, well, you can stay here. They're roommates, actually. And I'm not saying they wanted to fuck or anything like that, but they're pretty damn friendly. And I knew this when I was younger, but even at my age, You know, and I don't want to bang these goddamn women. And not that that was the agenda in my whole life on every woman I ever met. But when that's out of the box, no pun intended, I don't want to fuck with it. And I made up some bullshit excuse why I couldn't go down there. It was just kind of like, I'm not attracted to them. And I know that sounds fucked up. You'll get people to say, well, why can't you just go have a good time? And is everything about sex? Well, not really. But, you know, when it comes to like going an hour away, I just don't want to be hanging out with two fat broads all night. Do you think that's bad? I mean, I don't care if it is or it isn't. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I just couldn't get myself to do it. Oh, Canadian Club. Oh, okay. If you like that peaty, smoky scotch, get that Ardbeg 10. It's really good. I mean, most I ever paid for a scotch, I think, was $300 a bottle, which is not bad. But the good heavy peaty shit, 100, 100 and a quarter. But I didn't drink for a whole year. You know, I was having stomach problems, and I thought it could have been from drinking, even though I wasn't drinking that much. You know, I'm sitting there fucking around and fucking around YouTube and sipping scotch, laying like I am now on a fucking couch. And I thought maybe it's the position I'm in, that alcohol just sitting fuck. As it turns out, it had nothing to do with it. I don't know what the fuck caused that, but anyway, I got rid of it. I tried all those fucking antacids, all that bullshit, and the one that worked was the prescription strength of Prilosec. None of that other shit was worth a fuck. Oh, you don't like smoking? Oh, okay. One thing I like about down here, though, there's no fucking bugs. That's why I don't want a goddamn pond. I mean, once in a blue moon, I'll see one. But I just sit out here on this couch, fuck around, get a blanket, fall asleep. Sometimes I wake up, the sun's coming up. Play classical music, read books, fuck off, watch YouTube videos. Man, I got it fucking made. I don't want to fuck it up. I got it so fucking made down here, it's unbelievable. I don't do fucking jack shit. So fuck around. I'm sitting in the bookstore the other. There's a girl there that is just super fucking cute, man. She wears these damn jeans that show her hip bones. She's got like a super flat stomach. She told me the other day her waist is 18 inches. Probably 23, 24. Kind of olive oil looking. Just super fucking cute. Anyway, I'm sitting bullshitting with her. And she goes away, and there's a black lady and a black kid. Yeah, she's super fucking cute, man. Kind of a plain Jane, but like the most perfect body in the world. And there's this black lady and this kid. And I heard them say to this girl after I'm done talking to her, how much do you have this book? And she's super sweetheart, man. She's very helpful. She says, let me check. She said, well, we don't have a new one. We have a used one, but it'd be a lot cheaper. And let me see if I can find a copy. So she finds a fucking copy. She's going through all this bullshit. And I'm hearing all this shit, right? Well, I've been lucky as fuck. And believe me, I know it. I mean, I could have just as easily been broke and living in a fucking trailer with a tarp on the roof. I know this. So I try and be good to people. And she says it's $15.95 at used, and the mother says, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey, I can't afford it." And the girl says, "Oh, that's okay, mom." And I thought, fuck that, man. $15? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I blow that in fucking like 10 seconds ordering books on eBay. I said, "What book are you talking about?" And she said, "This book." The kid hands it to me. I said, "Well, give it to me. I'll get it for you." She said, "Oh, no, you don't have to do that." The mom says, "Oh, you don't need to do it." It's like, yeah, I know, but look, believe me, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but I'm like luckier than hell, and let me just get this book for you. And you don't need to have a statue made of me. Please just take the book. And Go read it and good luck. So she hands me the book, and I go over to this super fucking cute girl. I said, I want to get this book. She said, you're buying this book? I said, yeah. She said, why? I said, well, I'm actually buying it for that kid over there. She said, oh, that is so nice of you. You know, I said, yeah, oh, God. Wish I could just, like, done it anonymously. No, this girl that works at this bookstore, man, is like... I mean, I don't know how to come across as not sounding like an old pervert by describing her, but... And she's just super fucking nice and always really helpful. And I mean, I don't think she has any idea how good she looks. And then I got these two chubbies a block away. Actually, they're waitresses at a place where I eat. Believe me, if it was the girl in the bookstore calling me to come down and go party, I wouldn't be doing this live right now. Fuck, I'd be fucking all over that shit. Fucking terrible. Fucking shallow, I guess. For me, it is. You know, for a guy like me, it is. Yeah, it's a perfect lifestyle. Vultures run around. Yeah, she really is. Yeah, she is. And like innocent, you know, life hasn't fucked her over yet. I don't know how old she is. I'd say maybe it's hard to tell really. I guess age is not too good at it anymore. You know, anything under 40 to me looks like good. And when I was eating a couple tacos the other day, I was talking to a couple chubbies. They happened to be in there eating lunch. And I saw a couple other girls they were talking to. I said, God, they look like they ought to be in like the 8th grade. And that's where they wanted to go tonight. There's some bar down there that's open till 2, which surprised me. You know, I don't even fucking ask because I'm on eggshells. I don't. The last thing I want to do, you know, when you don't give a fuck, is talk a lot of shit. And I know the likelihood of her liking a guy my age is like 0. So if it's a 0.5%, I don't want to blow it by coming across as an old pervert. So I'm just Mr. Nice Guy and keep it at that. Yeah, I'm just not into like chubby girls. You know what I mean? It's just, I hate to put it to you that way, but, you know, I've been weird that way my whole fucking life. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about it that much, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't put any effort into it or anything. If it's not like super fucking easy or like I'm really like into it, I don't want to fuck with it. I'm like the worst boyfriend in the world. I will tell you this though, like women my age, yeah, no problem. They're fucking dime a dozen. But I'm just not into it at all. I tell people all the time, the Match.com, I can't tell if I'm getting a funeral announcement or a date suggestion. There's some barred owls. I can hear them making noise right now. You don't hear any noise around here except insects and birds. Did you see that video I uploaded, that king snake? Yeah, no, that's what it seems like. Yeah, snake. Yeah, a king snake. I've seen a lot of snakes in the last week. Yeah, king snake. They're beautiful. They go around eating venomous snakes, which, you know, I'm not like happy about. I mean, venomous snakes really do play an important part in the environment. I mean, if one bit me, I wouldn't want you to kill it. We have like timber rattlers, copperheads, and there are eastern diamondbacks, but I don't know anybody that's ever seen one. This isn't like the greatest area for it. They are around, but you got to be pretty damn unlucky to get bit by a snake. I ran over a copperhead accidentally with the lawnmower last year. They're around. I just saw, if you look at my videos in the last week, I got one. I saw one timber rattler crossing the road, but I don't fuck with them. I wouldn't, if I find them, if somebody calls me, like I don't know too much about this, but I know enough to stay the fuck away from them. And I know 90% of the people that get bit are trying to kill them or catch them. So I do plan on ordering one of those snake poles. And if I see them, I do try and get them out of the road so some idiot that doesn't understand nature doesn't run them over. And if I did know of this, I got to order one of those snake poles, those big long fucking things. You know, a snake strikes at 30 feet per second, 20 feet per second, 20 feet per second. You're not jerking out of the way. And I was a little surprised. I got that copperhead the other day to strike at a stick, but they're smart. If they don't feel heat, they're not blowing their venom on a fucking stick. But I did get him to strike once. And, it wasn't at all like I thought. I would describe it as this. You know a robin, the bird? It would be a robin like pecking at you. It's not like some big hissing, loud noise of screaming pain. It's just like a bang, like a microsecond. A lot of these people that get bit by these venomous snakes, they don't even know what did it. All of a sudden, their leg starts to swell. They got two little pin dots of blood. They go to emergency, and these doctors know it's like you've been bitten by a venomous snake. It's not like you're thinking. It was kind of, but when that copperhead struck, it reminded me of like a robin bird, like little babies when they're getting fed by their mom, just like in a millisecond, hitting your leg, except it had those fangs, which, are, 100 million years of design to slice through tissue quickly, inject the venom, and they're pull out. You don't even know what hit you. Lots of those people, they don't even know. There's a cute blonde girl that was practicing for a track meet. If you look at Bitten by a Copperhead on YouTube, she didn't know what the fuck happened. That's the way I look. Yeah, cats are faster. Yeah, they are. It's crazy. So, I mean, I'm all for this shit, but like I run around here a lot. When I first came down here, I read a couple books on them. I talk to people. I constantly talking to people, cable installers, county workers, commercial grass cutters. Did you really? Wow, good for you. And I'm always asking them about snakes and do you see them and how long you been down there and blah, blah, blah. It's not like you're thinking. I mean, you got to be really unlucky to get bit by a venomous snake. Like I run around here in shorts. So I'll tell you what'll get you down here. And that got me, I had this shit about 5 times and I thought I was getting hives. And I finally figured out by looking up on the internet, I was getting chiggers. Can't even fucking see them. I thought it was hives. These goddamn things, man. You will itch so bad you can't believe it. I got them 4 times in about 6 weeks. I thought, why am I getting these fucking hives? First I thought it was peanuts. Then I thought it was like liquor. Then I thought, I don't know what the fuck this is. And then once I read, they bite you around the belt line. I thought, this is fucking chiggers. So now when I go out and fuck around in these woods, or I'm out, killing ants, I spray myself with bug spray. And when I get back, I take a hot shower. Because those fucking things you will itch your ass off. I'm not talking about like a normal itch. This is like you will itch to your like legs are bleeding and you still keep itching because you have to. It's terrible. Chiggers. That's what they call them. Tomorrow I might straighten up my house a little more. Party. I gotta get up to Michigan. I got a kayak. I gotta get up there. I got a buddy of mine, Ken, up there. Runs a hedge fund thing, and Ted in West Branch. I may go up to Mackinac. Excuse me. I never really thought I'd like it down here like this much, but honestly, to me, from all winter long, it's like summer here down here. So believe it or not, for me, it's like, God, I wish this summer would get over. That's because it seems like summer all the time. I look up West Branch and Mackinac Island's temperature is like 40. It's like, fuck that. I've really gotten used to this shit. I lay out on this couch all winter long, sleeping, reading, fucking around. And I've kind of gotten used to it, to tell you the truth. And actually, I like winter, or I liked winter. But I'm glad I'm down here now, man. It's like I'm in summer all the time. Doing shit, like sitting on a couch reading, birds singing. It's great. I don't do shit. My main goal now is to not fuck this up. Just like keep doing this. I think I got about maybe another 10, 15 years. Maybe. Then it's tits up, man. Fine with me, man. It's a great place to die. Capped off my life with something new, fun, and I smoke so much food, it's ridiculous. I spent a whole year perfecting smoking food. I can tell you how to smoke anything. I had people call me up now and want me to smoke them shit. I've had 2 restaurants call me from people that knew me. When I get into something, I really get into it, like, big time. I read so many books on smoking and tried all sorts of ways, moisture and different woods, charcoal, and wrapping and marinating. Yes. But I haven't done it in a while. I had stomach problems for about a year. I didn't know what was causing it. So I really kind of quit, and I just, no. So I have not really smoked much meat. And another thing, too, when you do that, you're around that fucking smoke all the time. I mean, you do hold your breath and shit when you open the lid, but I just as soon not be around it. And let me tell you, the data is there with regard to, yeah, it is down for the jump. The data is there with regard to smoked food. I mean, the data's there, right? They're more carcinogens, especially with charcoal and smoke. It's not healthy food. It's not. But I can smoke you anything. Turkey. Smoking is so fucking easy. It's more like baking than it is like cooking. And the whole trick is not drying it out, but yet cooking it. Not rushing it, using the right wood, using the right smoker. I got this shit down 100% now. I swear to God I do. I know I could go and win a contest. No problem. I got every fucking trick in the book. I've tried every fucking marinade. I've tried choice. I've tried prime. I've fucking smoked everything. I've tried chicken every kind of way. I've smoked duck. I've cooked tons of pork belly, smoked it for people. I can tell you all the good rubs. Yeah, it took a whole year, though. And let me tell you, when I first started, I didn't know anybody. I read books, watched videos, and you couldn't even eat my first couple smoking things. And I know why now. I didn't then. Didn't prepare the fire right. Didn't get it hot enough and got impatient. Yes, try standing out there 12 hours waiting for this cheap, no-fat, lean piece of crappy meat to cook. Oh, yeah, I'd like to try some of that. I'll do a YouTube video for you. Yeah, I like this porch. Great. Mainly the reason I made it so long was I didn't want it to look weird. Now, you don't, there's a lot of shit in life, whether it's a job, marriage. You don't really know it. You think you like it, and then you get into it, and it's not that great. Now, I was living in the back bedroom at the beginning, And I built a smaller version of this porch. Sliding glass doors, and I thought, well, I'll just go out there and, I never fucking used it. You know why? It was too dark. I hear a car, I'd want to come up here. So I thought, fuck it, I'm not living back here. I've never used that porch at all. And here, the one that I got for looks, I use all the time. It's weird how things work out. What you think you'd like and what you really like and what's practical in a real world sense. Yeah, barbecue. So how did you come up with that, Murph? Yeah, I'd like to eat some of it. Yeah, it's true. Barbecue competitions. Yeah, I've been to the one in Memphis, and in Texas. It's all over the place out there. Texas though, they're smart. They use chuck roast. You can get it for the same price. It's higher fat content. You don't need to babysit it as much. Let me tell you, if you call me right now and you said, "Hey, I love your channel. You're the greatest guy on YouTube in the world. Can you give me a present?" I'd say, "Yeah, what do you want?" It's like, I want some smoked meat. You know how I would do it? I would do chuck roast, not brisket. And I would go out there and I would smoke it with whatever wood you want. Apple, cherry, hickory, pecan for 2 hours. I don't give a fuck what the temperature gets up to, minus something crazy. But I'm going to dampen it down so where it's not going to burn. It's a big ass chunk of meat. It's not going to overcook because it's only going to be in there 2 hours. After about 2 hours, you're going to get the smoke ring and you're going to get the maximum flavor for the smoke. After that, you're wasting your fucking time. Now, in a barbecue competition, you couldn't do this because you're out in the middle of nowhere. Everybody's got your smoker, and you don't have access to electric stuff. So what I'll do is I'll smoke it for 2.5 hours. Depends on how big it is. Good piece of meat. Good dry rub. I like dry rub. Then I'll take it out, and I will inject it with a good marinade. I will put it in an aluminum pan, fill it up with about 1.5 inches of mixed water, butter, sauce. I'll cover it. I'll put it in the oven at 205 degrees, and I'll set the timer to go off when it hits 205 degrees, which should be about 12 to 14 hours. So I'm smoking it, getting the maximum smoke, and then I'm finishing it off in a contained oven where it's not going to dry out. And I've got 2 pans of water in there, plus it's sitting in water, plus I've injected it. And when you cut that meat off, it's going to just melt in your mouth. You're going to want to know how I did it. Now, the one thing that I add, now you're going to think this is crazy, but I learned this from Honey Baked Ham. If you want the top-notch best brisket you've ever eaten or smoked meat, chuck roast, I'll get a handheld torch, and when it's all done, I will crisp the outside of that with a handheld torch. I don't want to take the chance at drying it out. So the outside's going to be crispy because of that handheld torch. Same thing Honey Baked Ham did for years. And the inside's going to be the maximum smoke, the smoke ring, and it's going to melt in your mouth. That's how to do it. Honest to God, that is how to do it. Now, you talk to die-hard smokers, and they talk like you're a big fucking pussy loser because you used an oven. Yeah, that's kind of true. Because if you're in a national competition and you're at a fairgrounds and you all have your favorite smoker, you don't have access to electric. So I wouldn't call it cheating. But if I don't have to, the last thing that I want to do is sit out there for 12 or 14 hours when I don't have to. And I've done this enough times to realize that, let's say I do the 2-hour smoke, right? I go into bed, I set this up in the oven, controlled condition, not going to dry out, it's contained, super moist. I know that that's not going to be ready till about noon, even though I put it in at midnight. So I'm not going to be worried about it sleeping. I get up 8, 9 o'clock, go look. What's the temperature? It's like 187. Yeah, it's not done. Once that fucker hits 205, bing, got an alarm set up. You pull that fucker out there. Oh, another thing too. After that, wrap it. Wrap it and get one of those high-end coolers. I wrap mine in that special wrapping paper you have for smoking stuff. And then I put 2 old towels around it. And then I put it in a cooler. I let it rest for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah, I haven't, but I would. I wouldn't even fuck with brisket, to tell you the truth. No, chuck roast is way better meat. Yeah, wrap it. That wrapping shit matters too. And let me tell you, this isn't fucking brain surgery, man. It's meat, it's heat, and the trick is not drying it cheap, shitty, crappy. Of course, brisket isn't cheap anymore. Chuck roast isn't cheap anymore. Yeah, butcher paper, that's what it is. And it'll melt. Anybody, and once you do it that way, and chicken and turkey, you got to even be more of a pussy about. You will dry that shit out so fucking quick, it tastes like fucking shit. And once you get this down, you do it the way that I told you, you'll go to places and it's like, oh, smoked turkey. It's like, this fucking sucks. Or you'll go to like a benefit or a fucking county fair and I bite into it. It's like, you fuckers dried the fuck out of this shit. I'll tell you another thing too. Seafood. You go to high-end seafood places where they really know what the fuck they're doing. They steam it. They don't boil anything. And that's kind of the trick to smoking meats too. Anywhere I go, and I'm not saying I do anything special. I'm telling you exactly what I did. It was through trial and error. And I like dry rub. When you go into a place and it's slathered in a bunch of barbecue sauce, it probably sucks. And anywhere I cook my shit, oh, your fucking stuff is so good. I never had anything that's good. Yeah. They say the same thing about my photography. You know why? Because it's people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're not photographers. If you take my photography sucks. Now, I have done professional photography before, but not on YouTube. I'm out there fucking around. I don't give a fuck if it's not centered, perfectly exposed. I'm having fun. And with brisket, once you've done this, it's not complex. The people that think it's like the best they ever had, all I did is not fuck it up, are the people that don't do it. They don't know. They've gotten fucked on dried out meat and chicken and turkey wherever they go. And then they get mine and they say, wow, this is so, well, I'm smarter than that. I know that it's simple, man. You're not need to be smart to do this shit. But like I said, I fucked up a lot of shit at the beginning. And let me tell you, I look back now, what I know now compared when I was like younger. Fuck, man. 8 out of 10 people, you give them something to smoke, they don't know whether it's fucking good or bad. These county fairs and these fucking benefits and all this bullshit. I'll order that stuff now, and this shit fucking sucks. Almost always they overcook shrimp. Like I go down to Brunswick, Georgia, get fresh shrimp, bring them back, devein them, which I'm not even into the deveining, to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about it. That's all vegetarian shit, but most people do. If you're around people and they're used to like good dining and they see the vein in the shrimp, it grosses them out. So I do it just to keep people from getting turned off. Go down to Brunswick, get fresh shrimp, never frozen, bring them back. You know how long you steam shrimp for? About 2 minutes. If you boil them, 90 seconds. I talk to people all the time. They're down there buying shrimp like I am. It's like, hey, what do you do with these? It's like, oh, we boil them. It's like, how long do you boil them for? 11 minutes. Yeah, fucking don't know what they're doing. Tastes like fucking rubber. They're still good, and they're better than the shrimp that you're going to get most everywhere else, but you fucked them up. You overcooked them. People do it with meat all the time. No, they don't. They don't. They overcook stuff. I did that my whole fucking life. Oh, here's another thing too. The big trick on all of this stuff down from the jump is a digital thermometer. That's the best thing that ever happened to cooking. Digital thermometer. Fuck yeah. Get a good digital thermometer. Don't be guessing. I do that all the time. I temperature probe everything that I do. You're never going to get anything undercooked or overcooked because I'm checking it all the fucking time. And when I'm cooking this stuff, like that meat that I told you about, I have 4 probes in there with 4 readouts. I know where that temperature is at all the places in that meat. Yeah, that's exactly right, Murph. Yeah. There's no fucking guessing. I look back now, like 30 years ago when I would cooking stuff. It's like, fuck, man. I overcooked the fuck out of everything. Because the last thing you want to be happen, you're someplace, you're cooking fucking chicken for a bunch of people. You take it off the grill and somebody says, this isn't done. And you look at it and sure enough, it isn't. Most people with chicken, you got the meat too close to the heat. There's no fat in chicken. You'll dry that shit out so bad. And turkey's even worse. You've got to inject turkey. You got to inject it. Get your favorite whatever and get that big syringe and inject that motherfucker 4 or 5 times at the lowest temperature possible. Yeah, not drying out the meat is the trick. Not overcooking the turkey and the chicken is the same with fish. People overcook fucking fish all the fucking time. You know, even on my smoker, where I keep the temperature low, fish fucking smokes in about 53 minutes. Now, they'll say, is this smoked salmon? Yeah, it is. It is smoked salmon. I took raw salmon and I cooked it, and it's okay to eat. You're going to love it in 57 minutes. But is it smoked salmon like you get when you're on vacation in northern Michigan or Wisconsin? It's not. That's cold smoked. This is just cooked salmon where smoke was used. Big difference. When you get that shit you can leave on refrigerator for a month on the counter, that's that 2-day cold smoked bullshit. Yeah, that's exactly right. And if you look, Murph, 145 internal temperature is nothing. That's not much at all. I guarantee you could go around to restaurants that don't know what the fuck they're doing, and you'll find they're cooking that shit 180, 190, 220, just drying the fuck out of it. Yeah, no, it's low. Pork's low. And I'll tell you, you look at chicken, the legs are a higher temperature than the breasts. Legs are a higher temperature than the breasts. You know that legs have enough tryptophan to make you sleep for 2 days. Dark meat. Yeah, that's it. See, you've learned about this stuff. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Yeah, we're talking about smoking meat and how a lot of people dry it out and fuck it up. And believe me, I fucked up some shit at the beginning too. You know what fucked me up? I'd be there. I'm like, kind of reading this shit, and you're there 8 hours. It's like, how can this fucking meat not be done? I'll tell you how it's not done. Because when you're smoking meat, it's like baking. Hey, Isabella, it's 225 degrees. That's fucking nothing. When you're cooking chuck roast and all that bullshit in an oven, it's 450, twice the temperature. When you're trying to keep a shitty, lean piece of crappy meat from drying out, 225 takes fucking forever. Yeah, 155, that's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing. That's exactly right. Yeah, you got it right. So you figure this shit out. And like simple shit, like sausages, hot dogs. That's how when you go to when you don't know anything and you go to a event, you can just fry the fuck out of a hot dog or a sausage because there's so much fat in them, they're almost impossible to ruin. You know, you can be the biggest idiot cook in the world, and the hot dog still tastes good. And let me tell you another thing, too. Depending on where you're coming from with where you're eating. If you're eating hamburger, you're not a health nut. You want a hamburger that tastes good or a hamburger that's as healthy as possible. Well, I've fucked with this, too. And I've learned that I want a hamburger that tastes good. You know what that is? It's 75-25. The same thing that Fat Boys, or what's that something? Not Fat Boys. What's that big burger thing? Something Five Guys. Yeah, it's 75-25. It's fucking terrible. If you ate one of those every day of the week, you'd have a heart attack by the time you were 40. But if you want something that tastes good, you know, the kind that you're worried about lighting the broiler on fire, that's a good tasting hamburger. If I'm going to eat lean, I'm going to eat pork, chicken, or fish, not a fucking hamburger. When I'm eating a good hamburger, I want it 75-25. I want to hear that fucker cooking. Yeah, 70-30 is good too. Yeah, 70-30 is good too. Hang on, I'm going to get some of my pretzels. These pretzels are so good. I'll tell you another thing people don't know what they're talking about is sushi. It's all flash frozen. Flying airplanes? Airplanes? Yeah, you're right, Murph. Yep. Yeah, I like this porch. It's really good. Yeah, the porch has worked out great. I mean, it's an all right house. No big deal, really. Yeah, be careful on those fucking paragliders, man. I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but, there's some inherent things you got to really be careful on those fucking things, like the chute collapsing. Just really know what you're doing. It's not Mary Poppins. It's fun if you get trained by someone that knows what's up. I get it. This Vietnamese. There's two faux places. There's one that's quasi faux. It's called Wasabi. And then there's a legit faux place, a Vietnamese restaurant on Washington that's pretty good. Those are the only two places I know. There are other ones in Augusta, but the Vietnamese place, the faux place on Washington, is good. It's good. Marty and his wife were going to go to the Masters, and then they sold their tickets for 10 grand, twice as much as they paid. Yeah, Viet Pho, really good. And they had like a suite at one of those nice hotels, so I went down there and stayed. And the only place to eat, I've eaten there before, but was at that pho place. I don't think it is it? I've never heard it pronounced that way. How is it pronounced? Do you know? No, I didn't get the video. Don't text it. If you've got stuff to send, send it to my email, not a text. I got that fucking Google text down. It sucks. I thought it was faux. Foo? It's pho? I never heard anybody pronounce it that way. Pho? Do you guys, does anybody else on here know how that's pronounced? Pho? That'll be easy to remember. Pho. I thought it was faux. I want to know this now. Pho. Well, thank you. Pho. Oh, I'll tell you where's a really good one. It's Vietnamese, though. It's down in Milledgeville. Pho? It's pronounced pho? Pho or pho? It's like gyros. That's another one, too. Huh. Yeah, I learned something tonight. I mean, I've heard a million people say pho at there's a good one in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Not the long O. Pho? Oh, okay. I'll have to change it then. Thank you. Huh. I wish somebody had told me that before. Not the long O. Yeah, no shit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Long O, huh? It's pronounced pho? Do I know where to get pho? Did you know that, Murph? It'll be easy to remember. I'll just think of fuck and say pho instead. Yeah, Thai's good. Yeah, there's a couple good Asian places. I think it's called Makaso or something like that. There's 2 locations. There's one in Grovetown or Martinez, and there's one there in Augusta. That's good too. Pho. Fuck yeah. Let me say it now. Tell me how I do. Tonight I want to go out and get some pho. How's that sound? Pho. Yeah, no, I went to that fucking Walmart there tonight, though, and it sucks. Took 2 fucking traffic cycles to make a left into that motherfucker heading east. Only 1 checkout with a person at it. The rest was self-checkout. Fucking place sucks. Pho. And it's weird because, for all the nice shit around there, that Walmart sucks. Oh, thank you. Pho. Sure. Thank you. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Yeah, it's good. For sure. For sure. Yeah, no, it's terrible. It sucks. I wanted to chew their fucking ass out, and I was calling them while I was waiting in line. Nobody answered. Yeah, I do too. There's a lot of, really high-end steakhouses. If you want it more than medium, they won't cook it. Well done, wrecks it. As far as the taste, I've really cut back on my red meat consumption. I bought into all this bullshit about colon cancer and fuck. I'm gonna be dead anyway. Balls out. Be dead anyway in about 10 or 15 years. I was looking back at some old videos and shit. And fucking, times I had businesses in different places. And fuck, man. I'm gonna be dead before I know it. 15 years, and that's on the plus side. It's gonna be fucking gone in no time. These people are just so fucking stupid. Yeah. What time is it? It used to show the time on these things, but it doesn't anymore. Like on the post. Hear these coyotes? Can you hear them? Hear them? Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, well, it's not that. It's really not a good way to hear it. Yeah, Bigfoot. Up in West Branch, those crazies thought that thing existed. I think if I had a guy working for me that said he believed in Bigfoot, I'd find a way to get rid of him. Just got to be fucking nuts. Well, you guys, I think I'm gonna go to bed. What time is it? What time is it, Murph? I'd say it's midnight. Nah, not really. Nah, you'll see old articles where they saw one. It's 1 o'clock. God, you'll see articles where they saw one like 20 years ago. There's some down in Sparta, about 25 miles south of here. Oh, thank you, down for the jump. But not around here, no. A little too far north, I guess. We guys have yeah, Eastern time. Yep. You guys have a good night tonight. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Murph, you party on. Down from the jump. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody out there. Shiloh, thank you. Dave, good luck in your paragliding. Be careful on that fucking shit, man. I didn't know them, but I know that 2 people that got fucked up doing that. Chute collapsing. You know, why don't you guys like do legitimate glider? I mean, you're smart enough to do that. You know, legitimate glider or like flying lessons or something. Honestly, man. Party on, Terry. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'd like to go do that. Play that slot, not slot machines, pinball machines. All right, you guys, have a good night tonight. What's left of it. Have a good day tomorrow. Happy Memorial Day. Party on. Rock on. I'll talk to you later.